Welcome to an all-new episode of Nerds to Men. I am Brad Reed. I am joined by... That's your cue.
Oh, Cameo. Hey.
Cameo? We are the Nerds to Men, and we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about.
Yes.
We kind of did a little pre-show as we were just getting ready as we were streaming on Facebook, but we were talking about Pennywise. I got all my Pennywises out because I actually got Cameo to go see it Chapter 2 with me. What was that? There was the opening night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was one of those things where I was like, Cameo, are you going? No. Cameo, are you going? Nah, I'm good. Cameo, are you going? No. And then he wouldn't even answer his phone for like a week. And then I had to call his wife. And I was like, come on. I already bought the tickets. So she was like, all right, I'll make sure he's there.
Basically.
Let me just say this. They should have a camera on you and your wife watching the movie and put that out as the trailer for why people should go watch the movie.
Yeah.
Because you guys were at some points had your hands over your eyes. At some points y'all were jumping out of your chair. I think you spilled popcorn on a row or two ahead of us.
And I think I spilled something inside the chair too a couple times. Yeah.
Gross. They do at the Regal.
Yeah.
It is the Regal Warren.
Yeah.
In Midwest City, they're heated seats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is cool unless you accidentally turn it on when it's already hot outside, and then you're like, oh god.
Hey, I will say this.
Is that Pennywise biting my ass?
I will say though, never fart on heated seats.
Okay.
I never do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
I'll tell you why. So going back to the movie here in a few, but as I was delivering pizzas back in the day, my Chevy Tahoe had heated seats, and so I would have it on during the winter.
And you were delivering pizzas, and you had heated seats?
It was in a 97 or a 99.
I have
Chevy
never
Tahoe.
had a car with heated seats,
man,
until Jen got a Volvo, and then I was like, ooh, we're bougie now.
But man, it was so nice during the wintertime because it was nice little. My booty's cozy.
Yeah,
it's how warm.
Yeah.
But man, I had the gas that day. Ooh, heat and farts do not mix.
I bet. That's why no heated seats will be provided in this studio. We got some comments. Christian Cox. He was surprised that you went. He said he talked to you. You said you were not going.
No.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
Well, like I said, I basically just had to buy the seats, and then I was like, I had to get written permission from his mom. It was this whole thing. It was whole thing. But
yeah.
Tom Burton, dope collection. Thank you, Tom. Tom, I know from the No Regrets tattoo.
Oh, okay.
He's actually helps Travis, my tattoo guy, set up appointments and all that. So
sweet.
Call and ask for Tom, and he'll hook you up.
All right.
Taylor Moore, episode 7 for me, bro. Which one? What are we talking about here?
I don't know. Taylor, that's my brother.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I didn't know.
Remember we went and saw him hung out?
I remember.
Yeah. So, what were we doing? Oh, that was while we were down there for Comic-Con, wasn't it?
Yeah. Fan Expo.
Cool.
Yeah, Dallas. Yeah,
that's cool. Did we go to a reggae bar or?
Yeah. I think they were serving food, but we didn't eat, or did we?
I don't remember. I wasn't drinking, but
yeah,
I was hanging.
Yeah,
I was cool because people look like they're having a good time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I think we did go somewhere else where we ate though that night too.
That was a fun trip.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great trip.
That was a fun trip. Yeah, I want to do it again.
Yeah, you should let your wife let you out of the house. No, I'm kidding. She's not that way. She's awesome. But so did we find out what episode 7? Okay. So that's
got you now.
You had to be there.
Yeah, you weren't there.
Oh, it wasn't. But back to it, chapter 2. Went and saw it. Cameo. What did you think about it? No pee movie?
It was a no pee movie.
Oh well, you said you did though.
Yeah, I didn't have to get up to do it.
So yeah, but did you enjoy it? Are you glad you went and saw it?
Just to say that I did. No.
Were you scared like afterwards? Were you kind of like terrified?
Heck yes. Like,
Did you have nightmares?
no, I didn't have any nightmares. Went home and watched some cartoons, just to get my to ease my mind, But it honestly wasn't really all that bad. I will say that though. There were some like jumpy parts, but Bill Hader kind of lightened the mood.
Oh, I mean, and there was jokes along the way, and obvious jokes and stuff. And I thought they did a good job with that, because I like that when horror movies get those kinds of emotions, because you get scared, you laugh, you nervously laugh.
Yeah.
Bill Hader was great, and he said about the movie, because they were asking him how scary it was, and he's like, there's scary parts, but he said it was kind of more like an adventure movie, and I was like, yeah, it really was, because they had to go, and I guess. Should we spoil? It's been 2 weeks. I mean,
why not?
Spoilers. They had to go and find things to defeat him. So Pennywise. So they had to go on like little journeys, and it told us more of their story.
Yeah.
But it was typical of like Star Wars movies, where they all have to
right.
go get something and to defeat Darth Vader. So Pennywise is now the Darth Vader, and I thought it was really good. I loved the book when I was young. I loved the made-for-TV movie, and I think a lot of people did.
Yeah.
And so when
Puberty.
they were saying, oh, they're going to make a remake, why?
Right.
And I was like, no, I think this one they could do a good job with making it now, where they were limited before. And so there was a lot of special effects in this movie. And like you said, some jump scares. But I thought the story was good enough, and I thought that it was closer to the book, and even Stephen King was in this movie.
Yeah.
He made a cameo, which he's made tons of. But I'm trying to think. You didn't watch Pet Sematary, I'm sure, the remake. I don't think he was in that. I don't think he popped up. It's been maybe a minute since I've seen him in one. And Tom, he's a huge Stephen King fan, so he can remind me when the last time he's made a appearance. Get out. That is all for me. But that's the money that I made recommending this movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they paid me all that money. No, anyway, but yeah, I thought it was really good in that way, and it was genuinely funny. Now for me, I'm kind of like, sometimes the humor could take away from the overall just being creeped out.
Yeah.
But in this type of movie with Bill Hader, with James McAvoy, they're looking for a little bit more of a mainstream audience than some, horror movies are going for.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, again, you went and saw it. You don't go to horror movies normally.
The thing is, I wouldn't even call it a horror movie.
Yeah. Well, there were some horrible things in this movie, and things that surprised me, too. Like, just, obviously, children dying is part of this whole story, because Pennywise goes after kids. But the way that they did it in this movie was like, oh my gosh, I didn't. Ooh, and a couple of times where I was actually genuinely surprised that they actually did that. I was like, oh,
especially at the festival.
Yes, yeah,
Whew.
Yeah. So it's just there. Like I say, there are some horrific things. Oh. The spider head. I don't want to spoil it too much in case somebody hasn't seen it, but the head that grew spider legs.
Oh my God.
That will creep you out. I don't care who you are.
Man, I forgot about it, and now you brought it back up.
Yeah. Christian Cox says it's more of an action adventure movie, like you said to me. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was. And so that's why I think the humor and all that kind of played into it a little bit more, just to make it a little less of a horror movie, a little bit more. But there were still scary things. But again, like, okay, if you're afraid of clowns, this movie's going to be terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
I am not afraid of clowns, obviously, or else I wouldn't be able to have this stuff in my house. But even though this one has turned its head,
leave it alone.
Yeah. It has. It did it all on its own, but yeah. So, Bill, what did you think about James McAvoy? What were you gonna say? Sorry,
I'm trying to find my heartbeat. Because I was taking my heartbeat.
He did. I forgot. Oh, I forgot you were doing that during the movie. I'm interested to find out.
Where is it?
But yeah, Cameo's reactions during the movie is what made it more enjoyable for me. And like, I'm not big on people talking during movies, which you don't talk, but unless you're talking to the characters, which is, it's like, oh, it's almost like 4D. Having Cameo sit there, react along with like the people in the movie. Yeah,
I'll take that.
Yeah. So, but it's that, and already since there was humor in the movie, I was cracking up. So there was that.
It's not on this phone, but yeah, like my heartbeat got up to like 109.
I bet. So it was like, doing some yayo.
What?
Some cocaine.
What?
It's like doing some cocaine.
The devil's dandruff?
Yeah.
The Peruvian lady?
Yeah. All right. But yeah, I got your heart rate going. But you know what? I bet that made you excited. I bet you were in a good mood.
No, it didn't.
Did you go home and had to like cuddle up in a ball? Christine had to pet your head?
Basically.
That's sad.
Is it though?
I heard that they're going to put out a super cut of it with both movies and then some extra scenes that they're going to shoot.
You know what I heard though?
What?
Is that they're going to make a third movie. There's like a rumor going around that they're going to make a third It movie.
I don't really want them to do that.
I wouldn't want them to do that either. And it's just like, why would you do that? Like,
unless Stephen King wrote it. Because I mean, yeah, I don't think there's anything really to cover at that point. I mean, it could be good. I'm not saying that whatever they do make wouldn't be good, but I really don't. That wouldn't excite me. But when they put out this super cut, you got to watch it with me.
No.
Oh, you've already seen it.
Exactly.
You've already seen it, Cameo.
Stop.
People that are listening, you should watch the Facebook or YouTube video so you can see Pennywise's head moving on its own during the podcast, because it's looking at Cameo. It's trying to look at him.
No, not having it. My hand is kind of burning right now.
I wish I had like a red balloon that I was holding with my foot underneath the table, and I just let it go right in front of you. Would you freak out?
Heck yes. I'm telling you, like if I see any freaky thing, I'm out.
Well, you don't want to be in here very long then, because the clowns are haunted. I'm just going to tell you. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got on it. I loved it. I think you should go see it if you haven't. If you're not a movie theater goer, rent it when it comes out. Cameo says no, but he also said it was a no pee movie in that he peed himself. So
yeah.
Cameo's reactions to the movie would, I guarantee you, make you want to go see this movie.
If you ever try to bring me out to a horror film again, we'll bring a camera.
Yeah, we should.
Bring a
like
camera in.
Tower Theater, please let us show a horror movie where I can do that and they won't be like mad that there's a camera.
Yeah.
Let us do that, because people would think it was hilarious.
Stop.
Before we get too much further, we got a couple more things to talk about on our nerd update, but I do want to mention here in just a few more weeks, we're going to get the, speaking of clown, the Clown Prince, the Joker.
Yes, October 4th, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And I'm really excited about that because I love Joaquin Phoenix. And, I know that some people are probably like, this just doesn't look like a comic book film or, but that's what I'm kind of digging about it, because I love films. I mean,
yeah.
I like all kinds of movies. I like dumb action movies, but I like really, I like Scorsese. I like Quentin Tarantino, and those guys. They don't necessarily make indie movies anymore, but they have that ethic. Auteurs. I'm trying to think of the Wes Anderson. I like movies like that too.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I feel like this is going to be a mix of comic book and that kind of film, like a film. And so people are talking about already Joaquin Phoenix, winning an Oscar and all kinds of stuff because of his acting in this movie. And I was just kind of curious where you were at, if you're excited about this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I wasn't at first, but yeah, I do believe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be pretty excited to go see this when it comes out.
Okay, I want to ask you about this part. Is it kind of cliche now that for somebody to play the Joker that they got to like be twisted in real life? You know, like Heath Ledger, he did it. It you know, and they say that he had issues trying to get out of the Joker character. And then Suicide Squad, Jared Leto, people were saying he was being crazy on set. And now Joaquin Phoenix, I think he lost like 50 pounds. And they said that he would just storm off in the middle of scenes and stuff. And you know, Joaquin Phoenix is a different dude anyway.
Yeah.
But is it almost like, to me, is it like really that necessary? Can you not play the Joker without being a real life weirdo?
I think so. I think so. I mean, look at what's his face? Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
I mean, he played the most iconic Joker to me, because I remember we did a whole list. Like, he was my number one.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be able to do that kind of Joker in a film, I don't feel like.
I think he could.
You do?
I think he could.
It just have to depend on the tone of the film, though. Because if he's playing his Joker, like animated, it's perfect. It's over the top. Mm-hmm. But in film or in just, you know, a comic book movie, it doesn't have to be all, you know, churched up.
Right.
But even in just one of those, I feel like he might be a little too over the top for that.
I don't think so.
But at the same time, I would love to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, but going back to your question, I think you can. I don't understand why these people have to. So the people that have played Joker so far, that, I mean, Jack Nicholson, he was already weird.
Yeah, but it didn't drive him crazy.
Right.
And given his Joker was also a little more animated than Heath Ledger's Joker and Jared Leto's, you know, whatever.
Right.
But two different Jokers for sure. One's an anarchist. One's more of he was already a gangster and now he's a super gangster.
Right.
Two different tones. So if you're going with that kind of like, even some of the sequels to that Batman movie, you could have a Mark Hamill Joker, I feel like. But but that wouldn't be an Oscar award-winning Joker either. What do you think about that?
I could see that. But I mean, again, like going back to your question, I think
it's what I'm saying is I think it's Oscar bait.
I think
so. Look at how much I had to suffer to play the Joker.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I totally agree with you on that one.
Now, maybe, you know, whatever. Maybe I'm just being weird, and that's what that's what they have to do to bring us this dark character, and that we'll love. We'll be like, oh, that was so great.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just like, is it cliche now? You know.
I think so. Just because it's being its own standalone film, that it would have to be trying to go into that running of, because it's not really a superhero film.
Right.
It's just a dude that's crazy, that it's almost like I guess you could say, like a serial killer movie or something like that. Right. You know, where it's just, you know, this guy is crazy. He dresses as a clown. I'm not sure what he does in the movie just yet. But, I mean, there's, you know, people that are like that are that crazy, that'll do things that they think is funny, even though while they're hurting people.
Right.
So,
sure.
I mean, yeah. So I think it is going to be something, you know, like you said, an Oscar bait.
Oh, yeah. Christian Cox says Walking Phoenix is what I call him, but that's probably going to be the movie of the year. It's giving me Christian Bale Batman feels dark and amazing. Yes, I agree with that. I'm just, the other thing is, you know, Joker with no Batman. Is that gonna be appealing? I still think it's gonna be cool because I love the Joker.
I think so. I mean, Joker's
for everyone else who's just like, oh, there's no Batman in it. Is anybody thinking that? I wonder. You know,
maybe.
So let me know in the comments.
But yeah, I think, you know, Joker is his own character. Period. You know, in the comics, he wasn't even supposed to last as long as he did. So you know, with him getting his own movie from being basically a nobody to a solo film is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And we've said it in the past before. Joker is the most iconic villain
Yeah.
out there. Like if you don't know who the Joker is, you've never read a comic book in your entire
Right.
life.
Like everybody knows. That's
Yeah.
just one of those
Yeah.
that everybody knows.
So I think, him getting his own standalone film is, like you said, Oscar bait for, all the reasons that we just talked about.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I can't wait. Like I really want to see it.
Me too.
I wish it came out this weekend.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as it comes out, we're going. I'm actually looking forward to. I'm sure you won't want to see this. 3 from Hell.
Nope.
I'm going to see it. It's the newest Rob Zombie movie, the sequel to Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses. But it's a Fathom Events thing, so it's not getting like a big release. But tomorrow, because we're taping this on Sunday night, but Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, there's 3 nights that it's playing. Believe I'm going to see it at the Regal in Moore. Like that used to be the Warren, now I think it's just the Regal and all that. So, but yeah, can't wait. And then of course we'll have to do a big podcast when the Joker movie hits.
Oh, definitely.
But, all right, let me give me a little nerd update. Oh yeah. Oh, he's gonna. I can tell this is gonna be a good one.
It probably won't be.
No. I was just thinking with the amount of phlegm that you were gonna knock back.
I still got some.
Yeah.
Nerd update.
I'll take it. I like it. All right, we got just a couple more to go, but Suicide Squad, James Gunn, and again, if you would have told me Suicide Squad sequel, no James Gunn, I would not care. I would not be wanting to watch this movie. But now that James Gunn is writing and directing, I cannot wait. We got a release date, August 6th, 2021. So, I mean, it's still a little bit of ways.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of ways, actually.
Oh, yeah. About 2 years.
Because I was actually, because it just hit me. Because I was thinking next August, but it's a year from.
Yeah, a year from next August.
But I don't even think that because, they're just announcing the cast and we're not even sure who some of these people are playing. But
I do like that there are several people from the MCU that are in this movie.
Yeah. Michael Rooker.
Yeah, Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Sean Gunn. Idris
for
Elba.
sure. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's...
Well, and the Idris Elba, we found that out a while back because they thought he was going to play Deadshot, and he's not. He's going to play somebody else, but we don't know who yet. But I kind of like that he's not playing Deadshot because that means they could bring back Will Smith.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a problem with Will Smith.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that I put it on our Facebook page, months ago whenever we found out that he was going to be in it. And people are thinking that he might be Bronze Tiger.
Right.
Which would be cool. But, I mean, he also could be, King Shark, Digital King Shark,
So some of the Jai Courtney's coming back.
Mm-hmm. That's Boomerang. Yeah.
Yeah, and Joel Kinnaman, was he the guy? Was he Randall Flagg? I believe.
I think so. Yeah. John Cena's in it. That's dope.
So we don't know who John Cena is yet either because
could be a villain. You never know.
Oh sure. Margot Robbie, of course, is coming back. Now Michael Rooker, they were talking that he might end up being King Shark because King Shark's going to be in this movie, which I hate. I'm not a big fan of King Shark on the Flash, but it's whatever. They could make it cool for this movie though, and it's James Gunn, so I trust James Gunn.
Yeah,
for sure. So I take all that back. But Viola Davis is coming back as well. But Michael Rooker will not be King Shark because that is Agee. Did you see that name on there? Steve Agee.
Yeah.
Or Aggie, or I don't know. I'm going to go with Agee, though. So, yeah, John Cena. That one stuck out. Nathan Fillion. Or Fillion. How do you say that? He was in like he's been in a lot of stuff. But Firefly.
Yeah. Nathan. Sure, Fillion.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I read a lot of names, but never hear them said. And so I always mess them up. But here's the big one. Pete Davidson.
Oh, yeah. I just saw that. I wonder who he's going to be.
I don't know.
Would be kind of funny if...
he's Ariana Grande's boyfriend in the movie?
If they brought Plastic Man or Elastaman.
Oh yeah, he'd be kind of good at that one,
right?
Yeah,
because he's goofy and he's tall and lanky. Mm-hmm. Like, what could you want more of a?
I can't remember who was playing Polka Dot Man in this movie. Somebody is playing that though. I read that. Do you know who Polka Dot Man is?
Yeah. So, I wonder if Condiment King is going to be in it. Maybe John Cena is going to be Condiment King.
That would be dope. John Cena, please. But I'm looking forward to the Suicide Squad because, like I said, but here's the weird thing. What do you make of this? Is this like some kind of inside joke? James Gunn, when he released the cast, and it has the Warner Brothers and the DC and all that, like it's official. This came out September 13th. He said, "Don't get too attached." In his tweet. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Like, I don't know.
Maybe because
he's going back to Marvel as soon as he's done with this.
Probably.
Because he is going to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3 now, right?
Yeah.
So
maybe it is due to the fact that some of them might not be living. Just like we saw the first guy who tried to run away.
Yeah. Oh man, God, I'm blanking his name too. But yeah, I see what you're saying. That makes sense. That makes good sense. I like that.
So I mean, who knows? But
I'm sure it wasn't as salacious as I'm trying to make it out.
No, it probably isn't. But
I was like, okay, well, does that mean that maybe Pete Davidson won't be in the movie, or whoever, just pick somebody? But that would be weird that he would put that out there and that. But the way you're saying it,
James Gunn is pretty weird though.
Oh, for sure.
So, I mean, you would think we're probably thinking too much into it.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I mean,
which James Gunn did Brightburn, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I gotta
which
watch that.
Michael
tonight.
Rooker was in that.
I gotta watch it tonight,
dude. You gotta watch it, man.
It's been too long. I keep wanting to, but I'm waiting for like the right time. And you know what I was watching before you got here?
What?
Clash of Champions, the WWE. Every belt was on the line tonight.
Oh.
So I don't know if I'll be watching Brightburn tonight. But I need to watch it.
No, you need
it's like overtime for sure.
Yeah.
All right, got another one quickly. There was a end scene, I guess an alternate end scene for Iron Man. Was it the first Iron Man?
Yeah, the very first one. Before the whole
Avengers that's the one
initiative.
where Samuel L. Jackson
first meets Tony Stark.
Yeah. Why am I blanking on our man's name in this movie?
Robert Downey Jr.?
No. Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, Nick Fury?
Nick Fury, yeah. Okay. So Nick Fury comes and he's talking about what would end up being the Avengers initiative or whatever.
Right.
But I guess they filmed a different. And is this coming out in a
box set?
Okay.
It's coming out in the Infinity box set. So, which I pretty much have all the movies except for, I think, the first Thor, the first Captain America, and I think those are the only two I don't have.
Right.
But they're coming out in a huge box set. No release date just yet. But this end scene, Nick Fury is talking to Tony Stark, and he is talking about gamma accidents. Obviously Hulk, radioactive bug bites, Ant-Man. No, I'm joking. Spider-Man. And assorted mutants.
Right.
Assorted mutants.
Yes.
And this was before.
Because they're not allowed to say mutants, are they?
They can now.
Oh, okay.
They used to not be able to.
Well, until they bought Fox.
Yeah. They were called miracles.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just call them muties?
I don't know. But watch your mouth. But so yeah, like I'm excited to see what's going to be how that whole scene played out and whatnot.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Too bad we didn't get them yet.
Right.
But they're coming. And now, so am I crazy, or did you tell me that there's been talk of who might play the new Magneto?
Yeah, dude. Denzel Washington. Wow. Denzel Washington. There's rumors going around that Denzel might be playing Magneto, which is kind of cool. I know a lot of people might be saying, "Oh, well, Magneto's white, he's Jewish, yada yada yada." Well, listen, Magneto's fake. So he could be Hispanic. He could be
Jewish.
He could be Iranian.
Right?
He could be.
I mean,
Sammy Davis Jr.
But he wouldn't.
He was a Jew.
Yeah. I mean,
that sounded kind of wrong. He was a Jew, Jewish.
If you were Jewish, I think you could say that, but we'll just say he was Jewish.
Okay, let's say he was Jewish.
He was Jewish. No, I'm
no,
for that probably.
No, Sammy Davis Jr. was Jewish.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and plus, you don't always have to follow the comics.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. So, but there are going to be people who they've been I mean, you've seen Magneto enough times, but they want to see what they have in their mind already. You know what I mean? Like, this is my dream of seeing this Magneto on the screen, and it was this one that I grew up with reading and all that. Right. And so there's that, but then there's maybe somebody else who's dreamed of seeing a black Magneto.
Well, see, and the crazy thing is, well, I wouldn't say it's crazy, but most people don't know the history behind Magneto and Professor X.
Yeah.
Their ideologies, am I saying that right?
Ideology.
There we go. Ideologies were that of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr.
Right.
So with that being said, those were real people. And, Marvel Comics, I'm not understanding why they, did a white version of those characters. I mean, do whatever you want to. Your prerogative. But it's kind of cool too that Denzel to play Magneto, because Magneto was based off of Malcolm X.
Yeah.
And Denzel Washington played Malcolm X. Right. So that would be amazing.
That would be cool. That would
be full circle.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I have no problem with it. I'm not going to be the guy that says, but I'm not dedicated to it. I do love the X-Men.
Yeah.
But I don't care what color they are.
Right.
So, I mean, some of them are like blue. So, and yes, I think that for the people that would say, because his story, Magneto's story, ties back to the persecution of Jewish people. But you could, it wouldn't change it, because his story could be about, African Americans who have been persecuted.
Yeah.
So it's not going to change why he did things. It's just what had happened to him to make him the way he is.
Right.
Will be a little different, but it'll also, like you were saying, could tie into something even.
Yeah, and the thing is too, since the X-Men went around, when did they start? The 60s? Mm-hmm. They started in the 60s.
Oh, I don't know.
The
I don't
first
know.
class?
I couldn't tell you that.
Okay. Well, when James McAvoy came in to do it, they, they were doing something different. Mm-hmm. Marvel might be doing, because Marvel likes to do things that mimic what's going on in the real world. And I'm pretty sure DC does it too, but like, if you're just now watching, I'm a Marvel fan, so I know more about Marvel than I do DC. Sure. There have been things where Marvel has dealt with, like the KKK. There was a Black Panther comic where he beat up all of KKK. Mm-hmm. There were things where when I forgot his name, but the kid that was gunned down in the hoodie, they did that in the Marvel comics as well. Right.
So and they paid tribute in the Luke Cage.
Right. And so it's just like, Marvel does these things, and why not see it from a African American mutant?
Yeah, right.
Going up, like, I don't know if they're going to go back. I mean, they might do some time jumps, given their story, since these are going to be new characters. Magneto might have been, oppressed.
Right. That's what I'm saying. you could still have that element.
Yeah.
That makes him who he is.
Mm-hmm.
It just is a little different.
Yeah, and then you know the Professor X. I mean, if he's going to be African American, Black, Hispanic, whatever, you know, he might have a different ideology than Magneto. Obviously, he does, and we're going to see his story, how he thinks differently. You know, he finds good in people. So,
well, see, I love Denzel. So
Denzel could play a rat, and
you could tell me whomever, and I'm gonna say,
man, if he plays Splinter,
okay.
I would be happy.
You know what would be cool is if they had like him, but they had like a young Magneto of him, and it's his son, John David Washington. Have you seen him?
Yeah, Black Klansman,
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I've watched Ballers for a long time. It's like
he's in that?
Yeah. Because he played college football somewhere. And then he started acting. And so, he's in Ballers with The Rock, and a bunch of people are in that. And it's in its last season now.
Yeah.
But he was amazing. I was like, man, he reminds me of somebody. But I never could put my finger on it. And then when I found out his dad was Denzel Washington, I was like, makes sense. But did you see Black Klansman?
I've watched half of it. I still need to watch
that movie's a great movie. Spike Lee joint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great one. And he was great in it. So I highly recommend it.
Yeah, from the parts that I've seen, he did really good.
You know, I listened to a podcast with Topher Grace, who played David Duke in that movie.
Yeah.
He's like, God. He's like, you know, I loved this movie and all that, but I hated playing that guy. And I was like, well, good.
You're right. Yeah, like, why would you love playing somebody that's...
That would be hard, though, to play somebody like that.
My wife and I were talking about...
I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, nah.
Yeah, my wife and I were talking about, you know, if we were actors,
yeah, like
what would be the role that you couldn't do? And there's a lot of roles, because... like I would never want to be a evil person that preyed on women or children, because like if I played that role well enough, that would be the role people would remember me. I'm like, no, I'm not like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
no. Those would be like if I was just a terrorist or whatever.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, the whole...
I'd like to go crazy and play the Joker.
That would be dope. That would be dope.
But no, I see what you mean. Like if I was an actor, I wouldn't want to do like STD commercials.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, oh, you're the gonorrhea dude.
Yeah, exactly. Gonorrhea dude. Oh, will you grab my pen? Sorry.
Here's one right here.
Oh, okay. Thank you. But yeah, so that's pretty much the end of our nerd update. Oh, will you grab my pen?
Oh, wait, here's another.
No, there's I don't need it. I'm just kidding with you.
Oh.
Anyway, but I want to talk to you a little bit. So I did get Batman Who Laughs, the full book, hardcover, and I forgot that I pre-ordered it on Amazon, and then I was at a store and I saw it when it came out. I was like, oh, I got to get that one. So I got it, and then a few days later it arrived. So I gave you a copy. Mm-hmm. Have you been able to read any of it yet?
Yes, I read it a little bit. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked how it all started out.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, it gets your attention.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's interesting, like the way it's like, oh.
Yeah, because whenever I was like seeing, you know, who died, and I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
But he's here. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody, like, it starts off, everybody knows everything that's everything that's going on at the moment. And so, yeah. Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this.
Well, and we're going to have to spoil it at some point, but we won't do it today because neither of us have actually finished the whole book. But the thing that I want to bring up is, I guess it is a spoiler if you're carrying along, because if reading along, there's this Year of the Villain, and I picked up Black Mask because he's going to be in Birds of Prey.
Oh,
I kind of wanted to check that out. But apparently this is going to, like, the Batman Who Laughs is going to play into all this, too. And so there's a bunch of these Year of the Villains going around. I think the Riddler is either coming out or going to, or has already been released, and I want to get that one. So I just wanted to bring those up in case anybody's reading along. But so the Batman Who Laughs obviously doesn't die. I guess because he comes, there's all these different multiverses.
Right.
So it could be a Batman from who laughs from a different universe. So who knows? Maybe he does die. I don't know, because I haven't finished it, neither have you. So when we do, I wanted to delve into that one a little bit, because it actually, it's Scott Snyder and all that, and Tom King's writing the other Batman, but because of the way like I said, the Year of the Villain stuff, the Batman Who Laughs is going to play a bigger part, I guess, in some of these storylines, because it all comes from the I think it's called the Dark Knight's Metal, and I have a bunch of those books too. So, but I think it's the crazier, weirder side of Batman, and that's kind of what I'm into.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But the Batman Who Laughs, if you aren't reading it, please read it. And also, I'm going to gripe a little bit, Cameo.
Wow.
And also, you might have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Urban Legends hard copy coming your way too.
Oh, okay.
Well, I won't name any names, but I pre-ordered it at a comic book shop, right? 4 weeks ago. And so I went in, and they were like, nah. And then they checked, and they're like, yeah, it says we ordered it. And I was like, okay. So then the next week, no, it's not in yet. So then this past week, I messaged them, and nobody messaged me back. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to order it on Amazon, and if they call me to let me know it came in, then I'll have, because I want to read it.
Right.
That one, I haven't had a lot of time to read a lot of comic books, but I do want to read the Urban Legend stuff. It's pretty interesting.
I think I'm like 3 or 4 issues in, and obviously it's like on 13, 14.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that's 1 through 13 on that one.
Okay.
So. But hopefully that comic book shop messages me back and says, yeah, we got it. But they didn't even let me know yay or nay, which is like, and on Facebook, you can see when people have read your message. So, but I don't want to screw them. So hopefully they'll let me know if it came in.
I don't know if they want you to screw them either.
No. But I can't wait, because it is available somewhere. So go get it, or order it on Amazon if they make you do that. Well, because I read it, I was like, oh, I can get it in 3 days? All right, well, I guess I'll just do that.
Right.
So I'm not trying to, be mean to anyone, but anyway. But that's the ones I'm super interested in right now. I still got to get through. I got another. Let's see which one this is. The Last Night on Earth. There's the second book. And I think maybe the third book. I need to see when it comes out. And then Batman Damned. So that one followed up the Joker book, and it was the one you might remember. The first issue was so controversial because everybody got to see the Batawang. But it was 3 books, and it just came out in hardcover, so you can get all of them now. And I have it in the other room, and I looked, but I didn't see any Wang. So it might, because the online version, the one that I read the first time, because it had sold out, was edited, so you didn't see that anyway. So I think that one might still be edited. So if you were like, Wang less, I don't need all that. I'm not checking into Wang Manor. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Wang. Okay. If you're out on that, I think that this version will be okay for you.
Yeah. I'm going to wangle you.
I think we should just end on that. Yeah, I think that should be it. Like, there's no better way, right? Cameo, you have a great week. All of you watching, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, all that good stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Cameo,
I'm gonna wangle you.
Oh my God. That's not how
Keep
we
it dirty.
That.